Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost ready for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix for Division 1 here in TIR. You'll probably notice I do not have an accent that sounds like I've been stealing from old ladies in Liverpool. I am not Dame Zero, of course. I am ETE Massey, standing in for one night only because he's taking his girlfriend out to get plastered. It is, of course, Jeddah tonight for the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Just waiting for the last few people to join in. In the meantime, let's remind ourselves of what happened last week in Australia.
They're all going to try and scrap as much as they can. Lap 29 out of 29. Bingley's coming around the final corner. Bingley's going to come home to take the win here in Albert Park. Matthew has fended off and got P2 here by a comfortable margin. Paraquix, oh, and there's a spin of Rusty across the line. Paraquix in third, crowded in fourth by less than a tenth and a half. Rusty in fifth. They're all going to try and scrap as much as they can. Lap 29 out of 29. Bingley's coming around the final corner. Bingley's going to come home to take the win here in Albert Park.
Yes, indeed, of course, it was the man, the champion, Mr. Bingley, who was victorious in Australia last time out after early on battling with Rusty, but Rusty making a vital mistake. Bingley in the end coming across the line 5 seconds clear to further solidify himself as the king of Division 1 this season. It's going to be very interesting to see, of course, whether Rusty can take it to him next season, because, of course, he's only done about half of the races. There is still battles going on up and down the championship, though it is not over as far as bragging rights is concerned. 2 races to go, and Rusty will be looking to catch Paraquix for that P2 spot in the championship. And Sykes Zaney, of course, waiting for his chance to see if he can leapfrog them and make it a McLaren 1-2. McLaren have dominated the Constructors' Championship this season, so can anyone else stop them this season, as they have been podiums galore. Joining me tonight, of course, is the one and only ETE Hazy, the Diva Queen herself, who will be joining me in the comms booth. As I mentioned, neither of us are Scouse, so you'll notice you can probably understand us for most of the race. Sorry, Dame. We are a couple of minutes out. We've got 14 drivers, and I believe we've got 15 or 16 that will be joining us. Hazy, of course, you missed out on Jeddah.
Yes, I did.
As you celebrated your birthday, so happy birthday.
Oh no, thank you.
What's your thoughts on Jeddah? Is it a track you like, hate? Is it Marmite?
I wouldn't mind giving it a go. I do like my street tracks, and it's quite fast, I've heard, right? So you know, I'm going to give it a go at some point, and I'm sure, hopefully, if it's in next season's calendar, I'll be racing there for sure and giving it a go, because it looks good fun. As long as you can keep out the wall and there's no carnage, it seems good fun.
Yeah, that is the key. It's very fast. Almost reminds me a little bit like sort of Suzuka-esque, but with walls. It's very fast, very tricky. You've got to get that line right. Of course, these guys that are in the lobby at the moment will have no problem with that, of course. The aliens of Formula 1. Evening, Jason in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good, man. Good luck for tonight. Representing the Division 2 brand of TIR, taking on the Kingpins, the Titans of Total Impact Racing. Biggest keys around here, tyre wear isn't really an issue, I would say. It's more about what time the safety car makes an appearance, as it undoubtedly will. Who will it favour? Do you start on softs or mediums? All these questions will be answered very soon as we head into qualifying. Looks like we're going to go with 14 drivers by the looks of it. I knew there'd be either 14 or 15. We've had a couple of dropouts at the end that can't be avoided. Of course, people have lives, I guess. We have to let them live their lives now and again. The virtual world does have to take a back seat. Right, let me get it onto the actual stream so that it's not just us talking and them looking at a picture. Where is it?
Oh, we got 15
We're up to
now.
15 now. There we go. I think it's Blonde that's just joined. So some very quick drivers, of course, and some fairly fresh faces that are making a TIR return. We saw AJ Era, if I'm saying that right, who made a return last week with Towley. Towley unfortunately can't make it tonight, but plenty of fast drives. Of course, the battles we're going to be looking out for at the front, the likes of Rusty, Sykes, Zaney, Bingley. I mean, we could just name all of them.
That's very true.
You could just name them all, but they've all got chances in this division. But of course, it's all about staying at the walls, avoiding penalties. The track limits are a little bit dodgy at times around here. Some corners you can literally cut as if you're cheating in Mario Kart, and other corners you breathe near the white line and it gives you a warning. It is an odd one, but it's a new track for Cody, so I guess we can let them off now and again. They're not perfect, as we know.
Far from perfect.
One thing I will talk about today is we think we're 3 or 4 cars now into the 2022 reveals, and we've just seen the first Marmite car released. As from what I've seen on Twitter and in the Discords and the chats, the new McLaren has split opinion on its appearance. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's not an in the middle kind of car this time. What's your opinion on the new McLaren?
I actually haven't seen it. I've seen Aston Martins, Red Bulls, and Haas. I haven't seen. I want to go and look at it right now.
It is a sight. It's different. It's
F1
we'll see what your opinion is first before I say mine. Jason says the car looks sick, which either means it looks pretty poorly and doesn't like it, or that is sick, man.
Okay, that is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think of that.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I prefer this car they use like now. I mean, it's not the worst I've seen, but it's not amazing. But it's okay. It's a bit of a change, you can see, but
I feel like it looks a bit more orange. I feel like it's not quite as papyry. I think it's more sort of bright orange now, but maybe it looked different in the lights and on the track.
Yeah, until you get to see him on track.
Yeah.
A bit different.
I saw the Aston Martin on track on a video today, and I couldn't believe how high the front wing is. The front wing looks really high. Obviously, they're using ground effects, so they need to get that air under the car now, but it does look high. I've got session will start on 0-0 on my screen.
Oh no, that's not good. I'm in the session.
Oh. There we go. Now I'm in the session.
Oh. Someone's come out.
How bizarre. So, I was about to say it looks a bit cloudy, but it's just a bit dim as the light starts to fade at the start of qualifying. Strategy-wise, what would you think people will go for? Will they start on the softs to get the early dart, or do you think people will try and run along on the mediums?
Well, I've heard, like you say, tyre wear is not too bad here. So
no, it's pretty
and
pretty
it's short
easy
qualifying. So I'd say soft. I could be wrong.
Who is our first person? I
It
think
is a red-
it may be Brandon.
Is it? Yes, you're correct. And
Yeah,
then
just ahead of an Alpha.
it's Nikki.
Nikki, who I saw in a race around here actually with our friends over at ERN, where he was battling with Findium for the entire race, and we all know how quick Findium is. So Nikki has a lot of pace around here. He unfortunately got a bit of damage in that race, but yeah, he is the dark horse to watch out for tonight, I would say. He's everyone has sort of their best tracks and tracks they're quick at, and
of course.
this, I think, might be one for Nikki. Old man, how you doing? Welcome to the Division 1 stream, the aliens of Total Impact Racing. A few guys gone out on the mediums to set their first laps. Quite a lot actually have selected the mediums early on. So we'll see if they stick with that, or whether that's just to get in a little banker. Like I said, it's not really a track that you're gonna wear your tyres down. It's not like a Spain or anything where your tyres overheat and set on fire. It's pretty straightforward, especially when the lights go down for the race.
I'm just curious to see how close these boys get to the wall.
Yeah, I Verstappened that wall in my qualifying, quite literally.
Well, even worse.
A few times around the track. Yeah, a few times. It was not my finest hour and a half of league racing. But we'll watch the pros do it. Brandon at the moment is on track, so we'll go on board with Brandon, as you can just see how much curve you can take on this track. It's just insane, the lines that you can take around here. The esports lines, as we call them. Carrying so much speed through the S's.
Loads of curb there again, yeah.
It's just mad. Brandon, of course, a very quick driver. Around the long Mickey Mouse hairpin. Got to be careful getting on the power too early there, or at least I've got to be careful getting on the power too early there, because the car just wants to push out.
Oh, Crowder's gone.
Flag somewhere.
Crowder's
gone already.
Has he got a funny ban? He's retired in the pit.
Oh, as Old Man says, thanks mate, just Division 40 ERN P10. Ah, nice, top 10 finish, Old Man. That's what it's,
nice.
Survival of the fittest in Jeddah. Let me have a look at the...
I'm going to go on board with Mickey, see how he's doing. He's on the mediums.
Race report, Division 1.
What's Brandon? Where is Brandon? Had to do his lap. Oh. Guess what I have? I have a glitch.
Oh no, what glitch have you got?
Well, it's only a little glitch, but it's telling me everyone's on softs.
Yeah, I put most people on mediums. Rusty's just done a 26.8 on the soft tyres for a banker. That is insane. That is 1.2 seconds faster than the fastest lap I managed in all of qualifying, and that's Rusty's banker. So, yeah.
So Matthew is next.
I don't know.
By the way.
Matthew, where is he? I don't know why Crowding has retired in the pits. I had a quick nosy. I can't see anything.
Maybe he just wants to start at the back. He's fed up from starting.
Maybe
he's he does get really unlucky, I must admit.
Yeah.
Right.
So Matthew across the line, 27.9 on the soft compound of tyre. I think.
Is it Salis? I can't say his name.
Silas.
Silas, that's it.
Silas.
Yeah,
we'll go with Silas.
Yes. He's on the
FRA
medium.
Silas for
Bingley's just
Racing.
behind as well.
Bingley. There we go. The winner from last week and the champion of Division 1 does a 28.3 on the mediums, just behind Mickey.
Matthew's gone.
Matthew's gone. We'll see if we can find someone that's coming up to him.
Oh no.
There's a McLaren coming up to him.
Oopsie. I think that was on his in lap.
I can't see his car.
I'm just seeing who's the next person to start a lap.
I couldn't see his car.
Oh.
Right. Aston Martin coming across the line.
That's Rusty.
Is he going again? No, he's 11 seconds down.
Mercedes. AJ. Unless
AJ
it's blonde. It's blonde. Sorry.
Blonde. Okay. Blonde. Where's blonde? There he is. AlphaTauri. Old Man says he's looking forward to Rusty versus Nicky. Yeah, it's going to be. To be fair, I think qualifying might be quite important. I mean, you can overtake here, but a DRS train is pretty painful. So qualifying might be quite crucial. So Matthew will be grateful to get a decent lap on the softs in early doors after his DNF early in qualifying. As Blonde comes... starting lap, sorry.
Yep.
Where is McLaren?
Taron? You mean AlphaTauri?
AlphaTauri next, is it? Ads, I think, who's invalidated. He was a 10th up, but he is invalid.
Yeah, then the other AlphaTauri blonde's on a lap, and behind him is AJ and the Mercedes.
Okay, we'll watch Blonde. Not set a lap time yet. He's on the medium tyres, so he'll be looking to get into the low 28s with the likes of Sykes Zaney and Bingley, of course. The two McLaren drivers, the fastest on the medium tyres, separated by just 8/1000ths of a second.
Oh my god, you can cut that
Mr.
corner
Storm.
so much. Sorry.
It's insane, isn't it, around this track? No, go for it. It's just insane, isn't it? The how much you can cut. I need to learn some of these lines.
So do I. Crazy.
So yeah, Storm in the chat, the ERN big boss man.
Storm.
Who we've all learnt what snuff, Swedish snuff or something. We've all learnt what that is today.
Some quickest on the medium so far.
28.2. It's a cracking lap from Blonde.
We've got AJ.
Doesn't look like anyone's going to threaten Rusty yet. AJ, there we go,
And then
Mercedes
Maka,
driver.
just behind.
And then Mr. Maka. So AJ's at a 28.9. Maka's gone on the soft compound of tyre and does a 27.9 to go P2, 200ths of a second ahead of Matthew and put himself on the front row. Along with Rusty.
Barney.
Barney is Haas driver, there he is. So Haas, of course, they released a livery only on a sort of computer animated design. So we don't really know what their car's going to look like yet. And I still can't get over the lines that they take through there. It's just...
I know,
it's not really a corner, is it? Snus, that's it. Thank you, Storm. The Swedish snus that is apparently illegal in the UK and some places in Europe, but not in the mighty Sweden. So across the line comes Barney in the Haas with 28.1.
Sorry, I just saw Perennial nearly have a big moment there.
Ooh, let's go on Perennial.
He's invalidated. Yeah, he had a big moment while doing it.
Rusty's on an outlap.
AlphaTauri. Oh, he's invalidated. He was on a lap.
Is AJ going again?
I don't think so. Brandon is, so. Brandon's on a lap.
Brandon. Oh, there he is. 4 tenths up at the moment is Brandon, so he'll be looking to try and get close to the 27s with the likes of Maka and Matthew, but there's nobody threatening Mr. Rusty at the moment.
A big cloud.
Ouch.
Surely that lost his wing, surely.
Not intact. They either built them really strongly or...
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting line, Brandon. That's what I'm going to say.
Got a McLaren in front of him. It looks like he's still pushing.
Yeah. He's trying to keep on board to see if anyone... I think Rusty's going again as well. Yeah, Rusty's going again as well.
Yeah, give them a chance, Rusty. Oh, and smashes through the pit lane polystyrene boards there. Bingley across the line. I know, starting a lap, sorry.
So it's Jason.
Who's next, sorry? Jason.
And then Rusty.
E.T. Jason. So we'll go Jason and then we'll go Rusty. See what Jason can manage. Division 2 driver, of course, very quick on his day. See what he can do. Can he challenge the top guns here as he goes on the medium tyres with a 29.3. Rusty is up on his time. What's he going to say? It's a 26.5. He has a 1.4 second gap over the next fastest driver, which is just... That's insane.
Yes. I'm just seeing, I think it is Sykes-Zaney next. Do have AJ. Oh, he's invalidated.
Oh, he's invalidated. Let's go with Syke then. Purple through the middle sector. Of course, we never know whether it's a real purple sector on this game, but it could well be. He's a very quick driver, usually up there battling with Rusty. So we'll see how close Sykes-Zaney can get to E.T. Rusty. And of course, these guys are battling for P2 in the championship. Around the final corner then, the Papaya McLaren. DRS wide open, out of deployment as we see most drivers before the line. So 26.9, the second man into the 26s for Sykes-Zaney.
Oh, it's not a bad lap at all. Just seeing if anyone else is on a lap.
I think it's Bingley. No, he's pulled out of his lap.
Jason's not. No, I think everyone's just on their out lap.
So that'll be out laps or in laps now then. Who's the furthest round in an out lap?
That's what I'm looking at, is a Williams. Who's behind the Williams? Okay, it might be Nikki.
Brandon, I think. Oh, Nikki, sorry. This will be a good lap to watch, actually. If we'll watch Nikki, because, like I said, he's got a lot of pace around here from what I saw on Tuesday. So if any of the dark horses, I call him a dark horse. He's a super fast driver, so he's not really a dark horse, but
I know what you mean.
It's the wide entrance into the final corner to get maximum speed onto the straight. So we are going to watch Nikki take us round a lap of the Jeddah Corniche circuit, hurtling towards turn 1 with this tricky chicane. You want to try and keep it as tight as possible, get on the power, and keeps it nice through the first few corners. And then it's corner cutting sector. There we go, there's one corner cut. There's the next corner. Keeps it onto the curb there, keeps it nice and tight. Runs it out towards the curb, looking good so far. again, take plenty of curb, and this is looking really good so far from Nicky. DRS wide open again into the long left-hander. And right out to the wall. Plenty of commitment from the Alfa Romeo driver, the flying Finn.
Lovely.
Right to the white line. It's right on the edge of what's allowed, and it's a brilliant commitment from ETE Nicky, attempting to get close to Rusty and Sykes Zaney on his qualifying lap. And the next corner, all the drivers are doing it, of course. It's just the way this track is built, of course. But yeah, Codemasters made a bit of a mistake with this game, I think.
Yep.
With this track,
I mean, if the drivers find out, they're all going to do it, right? It's just.
Oh God, yeah.
Not our fault.
And to be fair, the drivers in real life sort of.
Yeah, 100%. More than just one track as well. Oh, there you go.
There goes Nicky.
Yeah.
100th of a second off Sykes Zaney, showing the pace that we know he's got to go P3 in the Alfa Romeo. Next up we have, I think it's Maka, who's almost 3/10 up on his lap, so he's hoping to see if he can... Oh, and...
It's pissed.
I say that, Maka's just smashed into the pits.
Someone's on a lap, I don't think. It's Salis? I can't even say his name. No, he's run out of fuel. Oh, I'm awful at saying names.
We'll just make up names as we go along.
Silas.
Isn't he perennial on the lap?
No, I don't think
he's
he
invalidated.
Is. So, yeah, quiet moment. And they're all going to come out, and that's when it's going to be hard to catch their laps. They're all going to come out at the same time.
We've got... it's the calm before the storm now as we wait for the final few minutes of qualifying. So if anyone in the chat has any predictions as who they think... Is anybody going to steal the pole? Oh, Perennial, where's Perennial? Perennial, come here, Perennial. There he is. So stick on board with Perennial. But yeah, if anyone has any predictions to who they think could stop Rusty from getting pole position, throw some predictions in the chat. Because Rusty is looking like the man to beat at the moment. And how is that not an invalidation?
How is... Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a brilliant track, it really is. It's a bit like France, but the walls are closer.
You know what, I used to hate France, but I don't mind it now. Get some good racing around France, to be fair. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe how much you can get away with taking the corners on this track.
It's just insane. I saw him go super wide around the S's.
Is it the same on time trial as well?
I think time trial's a little bit stricter. You can still get away with quite a lot. I've seen some videos. I've seen Rusty's insane TT lap around here, and it's you can take some liberties still. But I think looking at this, you can take a bit more in qualifying.
So who's the first on that out lap? Is that McLaren?
McLaren of Bingley. Yes, Bingley, champion, of course, as Brandon says, Michael Massey. And Dolphin Massey for president.
Have you heard about all this new leak stuff? Been seeing a lot of the whole leak with the whole ending toward, the Michael Massey and the Red Bull, the radio talk, and apparently there's been more leaks. Oh. Yeah,
I've heard the latest video, which shows, is it Jonathan Wheatley, saying, "Let's go motor racing." About 30 seconds before Michael Massey goes to Toto.
Wow.
It's a motor race. We're going motor racing. So, Michael Massey may have made that decision without Jonathan Wheatley, but it does make it look very suspicious.
Yes, he does.
The fact that within 30 seconds of Jonathan Wheatley telling him, "Let's go motor racing," Michael Massey goes to Toto and says, "We're going motor racing." Just to add salt to the wounds of Michael Massey. Oh, and the McLaren's in the way of the AlphaTauri there. Was the AlphaTauri on a lap? No, they're all in out laps actually. So that's fine.
I'm just trying to see who the first one is on the lap. Not Macca.
Bingley backed out. Barney maybe? No, he's invalidated. It's either Macca or Syke, and Syke's invalidated, so Macca, I think.
Yes.
So Macca leading the best of the rest at the moment in P5, whereas the top four are separated by just half a second. I missed Silas's lap actually. He's done a 27 flat. So good luck from the Red Bull driver.
This puts Sykes Zaney at threat because he's invalidated and he's not going to be able to do another run.
Does indeed. Maka at the moment, let's see what he can do as he comes towards the end of Sector 2 in the Alpine. Of course, Alpine, when they release their car, will have pink on their car for the new season, now that they've joined up with BWT. Whether it'll be all pink or a bit pink or just the logo, we'll find out in about a week's time.
Oh, he just
Maka
got...
then... Oh, no, that's going to frustrate him. So much traffic. They will have seen him on the map and they just need to get out of the way. That's a real shame for Maka.
AJ's on a lap. I'm just
AJ. Oh, who's that? Blonde is facing the wrong way. That's not ideal. That's not the ideal line. We've seen a few interesting lines. That one's definitely the wrong one.
Oh, Silas is in Sector 2.
I'll jump on with Silas in a second, but AJ
Nikki
Air is. I'm getting your name wrong, Air. If you're in the chat, just let me know. I'm not sure if it's Air, Ire. I
just called him AJ.
AJ, we'll go with that as AJ goes P5 with a 27.6 ahead of Maka. That'll frustrate Maka even more after getting the block. Now he's dropped another position in qualifying. Red
Bull with Silas. Oh, we missed
Silas
Rusty
up on his time.
And Rusty just goes
26.1. Oh, Rusty, give him a chance, dude. What can Silas do? He was a 10th and a half up to the first sector. First two splits, sorry. Let's see if he can gain P2 after Saikzani was unable to improve with invalidation. Silas about to come around the final corner. The Red Bull man. Oh, and he's Verstappen the wall on the final corner in a Red Bull. He's going to carry on. So he must still be up on his time, and he does improve to P2. Good drive from Silas. Adds.
And then it's Brandon's had a moment as well, lost his wing. It's Jason just behind.
Adds improves to go ahead of Blonde.
Jason,
good luck from Jason to go P5.
Barney?
I think Barney.
Yep.
Who is about a 10th up at the moment, right close to the wall, not quite doing a Silas. But getting mighty close to the wall in that house. What can Barney do? Don't know what he did actually. He crossed the line anyway.
Yeah, Brandon.
Hit the wall. Sorry, go on. Oh, did he hit the wall? Oh, yeah. That's a shame for Brandon. Right, let's do a quick rundown of qualifying then. As Arntz in the chat said that Rusty easy pole. How did you know? Only 6.5 tenths clear. So there we go. Rusty takes the pole in Jeddah ahead of FRA Silas in P2. That is your front row. It's Aston Martin and Red Bull. Saikzani takes P3 ahead of ETE Nikki. And then ETE Jason with a great lap for the Division 2 driver into P5 ahead of AJ in P6. ETE Maka blocked on his final run, takes P7 ahead of Matthew in P8. Barney improves to P9 ahead of FRA Ads. And then you have Blonde in P11, who did his lap on the mediums, same as Bingley in P12. And then Brandon, who made the mistake at the end, starting P13. And then the two drivers who didn't set a time due to retirements. New Perennial, of course, crashed out. He'll start P14. And Crowding, who retired in the pits. As Jay says, let's go. Really happy with that lap. And Russ says, no way, I beat my PSGL F1 Q3 lap. That's insane. That is crazy in short qualifying. 26.1 around Jeddah. I didn't even know that was possible. It's just, I don't know how you find that much time around here. But then again, that's why he's the ETE main team captain, winning lots of races because he's that damn fast.
Crazy. Right. 5-minute wait.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to the stream. Like I said, it's not Dame Zero tonight. He is off getting his girlfriend drunk, I believe, as a pre-Valentine's Day warm-up. So it's myself, E.T. Massey, and E.T.E. Hazy taking on the Division 1 Titans. We're not taking them on, we're watching them. I wouldn't dream of taking them on. I don't have the confidence. Bia has joined. Bia, welcome. I hope your stream was good, boss man. Of course, doing the which stream is you did, Beer? It's I forget what it's called now. Paradox something.
Massive.
It's an esports event anyway. Some kind of esports event between two very fast teams. This Sunday, of course, we have the academy team of ETE taking on, I believe it's almost like a rematch against TTM. Oh, it's the false group, Big Twos. Oh, so the big boys. So the big boys of the false group esports championship. That's where the big boys go to play with no assists, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So I imagine
Definitely.
that's an insane watching them boys go around. That is, I've watched a couple of those races.
Another
And they are
level,
just
right?
insane. Oh, multiple levels above what I could ever even dream of achieving. They are just fast. They make me look a bit like Mazepin. While they're all running around like Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Jason says he's done that lap in Division 1 and can't do that lap in Division 2. Yeah, saving your best for the big boys, Jason. That's what I like to see. 11 people watching at the moment, so thank you everyone for tuning in for the Division 1 stream. If anyone has any predictions, my favourite prediction, of course, is the win it or bin it. Who's the winner? Who's the binner? Who's going to be our first across the line? And who you think's going to be the first to bin it? I'm not allowed to predict the binner anymore because I seem to jinx them and they end up being
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do that
the binner.
I done that with
I
done it with Sam
I've been silenced.
Tabner, and I felt so bad. He was doing so well, and B even mentioned it, and it was a free stream, I think, and yeah, it was, and I just literally jinxed him, and he put it in the wall, and I was just like, oh
dear.
my god, like, yeah, I feel so bad when it happens as well.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? I used to back on the last game commentate on ERN, and I was banned from saying Storm's name in commentary. I couldn't even watch him anymore. If he was on a qualifying lap, I wasn't allowed to watch him because if I watched him or mentioned him, his race just went to pot. So, and of course he was the boss man, so I had to stop. When are we going? Oh, of course, I'm the host. We've been there for about 2 minutes, so we'll do another 3. So 21:31. Let me put that in the Discord actually. I'm chatting away. I haven't even told people when they're going. Everyone's just going to sit there for about 20 minutes waiting for the race.
When are we going?
Go
20 minutes
at
later.
21:31. There we go. I'm only a spectator, so of course I can't ready up. So when it gets to 21:31 on your phones, just press A. I trust you all to press A at the right time. I'm sure you can read the time. So yeah, 21:31 is when we're going to get this underway. What's your prediction then, Hazy? What's your podium? Let's get the race director up and see who our top 10 are. Of course, the top 10, apart from... Oh no, all the top 10 are starting on soft tyres.
Okay.
I'm
going to keep it... It's going to be a little bit boring. I'm going to go Rusty, Syke, Nikki, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. We've got nothing against FRA Silas. And we're definitely not biased towards ETE drivers.
You said Nicky's good here. Like, so, you know, and he's fourth. You never know.
Yeah, he's very quick. I'll go for a slight difference then, just so we're not the same. I'm going to go with Rusty to win. I'm going to go with Nicky P2. And I'm going to stick Bingley on the podium. Just because he always seems to end up at the end.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, he's starting outside the top 10. Safety cars and strategies could play a part. So that is going to be my my crazy prediction. It's not that crazy, really.
Just keeping it out the wall and keeping out incidents, and you're going to get a good result.
Which I managed for about 4 or 5 laps in my race, and thought I was doing really well.
Where did you qualify?
I qualified. Did I qualify? I think I qualified like P9 or 10.
For you, Messi, that's a shocker.
Some of the guys in Division 3 now are just getting a bit too quick for my liking. I think the pole time was a 27.2, which,
ouch.
I mean, that wouldn't have been out of place in this division. And then second place man was Rapid Banan, who of course was the Division 5 champion.
He's
did a
quick.
27.3.
Rapid Banan is quick, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, 27.3. That's quicker than what Jason did in tonight. So he would have been like P5 or P6 in Division 1, and this is the Division 5 champion. Yeah, he's got some serious pace. So whichever division he ends up next season, I'll be interested to see where he ends up. So yeah, and we're ready to go right on the dot. So well done for people reading.
You got like even Harvey. He's. You all know we call him Sandbagger, right? But we know he's got no pace.
Yeah, there's so many drivers that of course, people improve their pace throughout the season. So Minaj, of course, who struggled a little bit early on, has now just got some insane consistency, especially in his race pace in Division 3, as we both know all too well, unfortunately.
Yes. He's a good racer, though.
Oh, yeah, very good. And of course, while we're on this formation lap, we'll have a quick plug of Division 3, because, of course, all the other divisions have had their champions decided now. With the likes of Bingley, Sinful Chris, Arntz,
Andy.
then it was Rapid Banana and Gandhi. Division 3 is the only one that's gone to the final race. There will be about 30 points separating Minaj and Skeefy in the Duel in the Desert in Abu Dhabi.
Do you know where he has to finish? Minaj? A bit? Spit it out, Stacey. I was going to call him Nicki Minaj.
Must be about 1st to 8th or something. Let me have a quick nosy.
Yeah, just curious. If Ski wins
Discord.
it and he comes, I don't know, for example, I don't know, P12?
There's the rules thing, and I'll quickly check what the points are. I should really know this, but
I don't know the points. I know it's 45 for first, that's all I know. Oh yeah, and 1 point for 15th.
Yeah, so 45 for first, so if it's roughly about 30 points, that would be around about 7th or 8th for Minaj. So Skeefy needs to win. I believe he's sweating it as much as anyone has ever sweated in preparation. So yeah, it's still a big ask, but by any means,
anything can
Skeefy's
happen.
not out of this, and he will be pushing. Unfortunately, I'm going to be at an ice cream factory all day with the kids, so he has to have a new teammate for Abu Dhabi, because I'm eating ice cream all day and then driving back, so I will be in no fit state to to race. And
fair enough, man.
Kids half term, they'll be.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, like, family comes first, no matter what, mate. Like, I hope you enjoy yourself as well.
Oh yeah, I say I'm going for the kids, but
you're going for yourself secretly.
It's an ice cream factory.
We all know. But there's four people on medium tyres. Bingley's gone for softs. Interesting.
Get tyres on. Where's tyres? There it is. Yeah. So Blonde, Brandon, New Perennial, and Crowding I've got on mediums. Everybody else going for the soft tyre for the undercut advantage that you get by jumping onto the mediums. And the soft tyre runners are going to come back at them towards the end. Safety cars, of course, will be crucial. Let's see if Codemasters gives me a nice view as we get ready to start the penultimate race here in Division 1 for TIR around the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Give me a view. There we go. So it's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights here in Jeddah. And it's lights out and away we go. Looks like a good start from Rusty. I think Saxani's already beginning to pull alongside Silas, but Silas has gone for the move on Rusty, actually.
Macca and
Rusty
Nicky.
should defend that off. Macca and Nicky. Macca, good start from Macca.
Yeah, look side by side. What's going on?
Through single file now. I've just seen a car go up in the background. This is why I don't make predictions.
Bingley's spun. I don't know if he had contact or I don't think he's got wing damage.
I saw 2 cars side by side in the background. Nicky was able to hold off Macca, but Macca has managed to get ahead of Jason. So
Ad's on the back of Jason now.
Ad's on the back of Jason. Oh, he's pushing him around almost. So Ad's really putting the pressure on ETE Jason early on here, and Matthew on the back of Ad's as well.
No.
Could we see 3-car move early on?
All over the back. Then you've got Matthew over the back of Ads as well.
Rear end of Ads just stepping out there. That's not a place where you want to get the rear end out. Barney as well, about to make a move on AJ.
He's going for it. Oh, that was close.
Just holds on. There's moves going on all up and down the field. Barney and AJ as well making a move as Rusty sets the fastest lap early on.
Got Crowding as well.
Go back up with these 3. And the Williams man goes up the inside. Jason trying to defend, adds around the outside, which then becomes the inside. They're still side by side as they head towards the fast S section and gets that move done. In the background there.
You're good.
I think I just saw a car in the background going off there. I think it was a Haas.
Honey. I think he's okay. He's 4 tenths behind AJ.
Might have just been my eyes deceiving me.
Yeah, I was so saying he's... No, I was about to say he's all over the back, but it's gone to 4 tenths again.
Rusty trying to break that DRS before it becomes activated.
Yeah, it's quite powerful around here. Oh, Matthew just tapped the wall.
Matthew now.
Yeah, I don't know if he got damage from that, but he literally slightly touched the wall.
So easy to do here. Reminds me, it's a bit like Vietnam where it's fast and flowing, but one little tap and it can ruin your race. Oh, and Jason may have picked up a warning for that one. Just running wide and over the curb.
Oh, psych in Salas. So it's got the move
Good
done.
move from Syke there. So Syke gets himself into P2 to go chasing after Rusty. Can Salas come back at him now? Rusty sets another fastest lap, trying to break the cars behind.
Oh, Matthew's got damage. He got damage from it.
I've just seen Blonde looking to make a move on Barney. Blonde going around the outside. And Barney defends from Blonde. Good driving there from them too. Jason picks up a 3-second time penalty, and we're only on lap 3. That's not ideal for Jason.
Right. Mac has dropped off the back of them top 4.
Yeah, and he's and Jason once again running wide, pushing hard to try and keep up with these Division 1 drivers at the moment, and he's making a couple of errors. And Crowding picks up a penalty early on. Sorry.
Hey, you're good. You're good. I should be saying sorry to you.
Just looked at Nicky. So Silas has lost the back of Syke, and Nicky now all the way all over the back of Silas. So ETE drivers hoping to make this a 1-2-3 by taking the fight to FRA Silas. All over the back of him, the gap coming down and down, 0.2 of a second now, and here comes Nicky. He's got a good exit as well. Got a really good exit. This is going to be potentially done before you even get to the corner.
Syke and Rusty as well.
Oh, what's happened to Rusty?
Don't know.
Has Rusty made a mistake somewhere?
And Jason
I
don't know. It's happy. Overtake's going everywhere, I think. Oh, here comes Nicky.
Where to look. Nicky gets the move done. Syke's also getting the move done on the inside of Rusty, and Syke Zaney takes the lead here in Jeddah ahead of Rusty. Rusty looks for a switchback. And is he going to? They're still going to be side by side. Rusty's not going to give this one up. This is not a corner to go side by side on, and yet he has to back out of that one.
Oh,
and Rusty.
How did you save that?
Poo came out of me, and I'm not even racing. Nicky now on the back of Rusty. I think Silas has just touched the back. Oh, that was insane. So I think more cars are coming into the pits now. So Rusty having a big moment, has now dropped to 2 seconds almost back behind Syke Zaney, and that's exactly the kind of thing that Syke needs to get his head down and have that gap to his esports teammate in ETE Rusty.
I think he's on the back of him, he's like...
This is the battle that a few people in the chat said they wanted to see, was Nicky versus Rusty, but it's not for the lead, it's for P2 after Rusty made a mistake behind Syke Zaney. As AJ picks up a time penalty. I've just realised I've got penalties stuck on. I don't want to be showing that.
Oh, Crowden's had a moment.
As Old Man says, mate, what the fuck?
Oh, Bunny's had a moment as well.
Oh dear.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, a quick look at Nicky. I've just gone off that battle, and here comes Nicky overtaking Rusty. Has
Jason
Rusty got
and Ads again. I don't think he's got damage. I just think he's struggling a little bit for grip. I don't know.
He's pulling away fine, and now he's starting to drop back a little bit. Is Rusty?
If you just go on board, he's just getting oversteer or understeer from certain corners.
Let's have a look at Mr. Rusty, the pole sitter, who got pole by 0.6 of a second, is now down in P3 with Silas all over the back of him. We'll go on to the Jason versus Ads battle shortly.
Yeah, these have been battling for a few laps
very
now.
tasty.
Good there.
Barney into the pits. Yeah, my headphones just sort of crackling in my ear. I don't know if that came across on the stream, but it just started crackling, so just I think it's fine now.
He's catching
electrocuted
as well.
Yeah, Nicky. I said he was quick around here, and he's proving that. Showing some great race pace as he tries to hunt down Syke Zany's McLaren. FRA Ads is about to make a move on Jason. Can Ads make a move on the inside? He's not quite close enough. He's going to wait for the DRS down the straight.
Blonde and AJ as well.
Blonde, yep, I'll jump back to them in a second. But FRA Ads is about to make the move on Jason's Williams.
Yeah, here comes Blonde as well.
Yep, in the background, 2 overtakes in one screen. They both get the move done. Blonde up into P8, Ads into P6. Both AlphaTauris making moves. As Rusty and Silas are still behind Nicky, but they're being dragged along up towards Syke Zany. They're about to. That could become a 4-way battle for the lead again very shortly.
Yeah. Been pretty tidy, been pretty clean that I've seen so far, which is good to see.
Yeah, so there was one moment on lap 1 with Bingley. Like I said, I think I saw 2 cars going side by side, and Bingley must have been the one that got caught out, unfortunately for him. He will probably need a safety car to get back into this race now. Anything, of course, can happen as Matthew comes into the pits, so he might have hit the wall somewhere because that's quite early to pit off those tyres.
Here we got
Rusty.
Macca.
Rusty now on the back of Nicky.
Yeah, and then you got Macca on the back as well, or Ads on the back of Macca.
Brandon and AJ. I think Brandon's just got that move done, so Brandon up to P9. But I think Rusty's got his head back down because he's now all over the back of Nicky. Here comes Rusty. He's just going to wait for the DRS section though. Oh, Ads. There we go.
Oh, the free.
We've got 3 cars together. Oh, he goes for a move at the inside, but Ads defends.
Oh, and here we go, Nicky and Rusty.
Macca is coming into the pits. I wonder if Macca has a little bit of damage, or is he just wanting to get off those soft tyres?
I'll stay on board.
There is Jason up the inside, so Jason gets the move done back on Ads. So Jason back up to P5. Oh, Macca's got wing damage. Oh, yes. Shame for Macca. So wing damage on lap 7 for ET Macca drops him down the field.
Ads is pushing.
We're watching this. He is all over the back of him, isn't he? But it's great effort from Jason to get back ahead of Ads. Showing that he has the pace to stick with these guys. As Omen says, wait for the helicopter view of the second DRS zone. I've seen it. It looks really good. I'm hoping I get that shot. We'll stay on board with them in this broadcast mode, see if it shows me, because they're nose to tail, these 3 cars.
Yeah, it's been great racing from these guys. Oh,
a little bit of the sideways move for Jason. Did he hit the wall there?
Yeah, he did. That's wing damage, surely. Oh, be careful, Blonde.
No. 2 AlphaTauris are side by side.
And here comes Blonde.
Blonde gets the move done.
Yeah, I think Jason's got wing damage.
Oh, it's a shame for Jason. He just got a bit out of shape, and if it is damage, it might only be minor. Around the outside comes Blonde.
Quite effective of this game, though, isn't it? Even minor damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, Jason.
Both AlphaTauris get the move done. Silas gets a 3-second time penalty. That's going to affect him. Oh, up front. Here comes Rusty up the inside of Syke Zany. So Rusty has got his head down, caught that gap back up. As both Nicky and Silas have both come into the pits.
Yeah.
Oh, so Nicky has damage.
Both of them do.
I wonder if there's a coming together, or maybe they both just hit the wall out of sympathy out of each other.
Yeah, look, they're right at the same time. At the same time as well.
Those mediums can go to the end now, though.
That's a shame.
So it shouldn't be too bad.
Look, Blonde's in a great position. Yeah, for the end of the race.
It really is. If there's a safety car around sort of lap 12, 13 for him, then he is in arguably the best position
100%.
for this race. Nicky on the back of Perennial. So Nicky has come out right behind Perennial, so he's going to want to get this move done as quick as possible before Silas gets to him. And here comes Nicky already looking for the move on Perennial. Is Silas going to try and follow him through? He's not.
It was important he got that job done.
Really was, because now Silas is going to be stuck behind Perennial throughout this entire S's section. As Perennial just gets a little bit out of shape. 7-lap younger tyres, of course, for
He's using
Silas.
his airs, though. Oh my god, he's pushing him.
Pushing him round on there. Oh, he thought about it. He thought about it, but he's going to get a much better run through here. He's had a better line. As AJ picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Top 2 in the pits.
So Rusty and Saxony are going to pit together.
Ads is in as
Rusty,
well.
of course. Ads as well. We're going to see. Sideways moment for Silas. He's got new Perennial with the help of DRS.
So is Nicky going to get ahead of? This is going to be tight. Where's Ads coming? Where is he? Okay. Oh, he's going to join
Ads
in
is
this.
just behind them. Just behind that gaggle of cars. But you can see how much those wing changes have cost Nicky and Silas, because they are about 8 seconds behind Rusty.
Sykes all over the back of Brandon here.
Yeah, it's not helped coming out behind Brandon.
He's defending Brandon.
Rusty got out
well.
just ahead of him. Oh, Saxony around the outside. Oh, that was brave. What a move if he pulls this off. They're still side by side. What action from these two?
Yeah, no, that's...
What a move from Saxony.
Yeah, it was great racing. Great racing.
He knew he had to get it done, didn't he?
Yeah,
So
the
he
thing
just
is,
kept that
this
foot
game,
to the floor.
if your wheels lock, that's it, you're both on the wheel, and that's what scares me about this game.
Yeah, definitely. Here comes Ads on new Perennial.
He needs to get this move done.
No room at the inn. Yeah, they've already dropped 2 seconds now off Silas and Nicky.
Here he goes.
He's going to be forced to go the long way round. As Barney gets a 3-second time penalty.
Jason's
a lot of penalties.
Just behind. Yeah.
He is, isn't he? Jason is going to be looking at getting a move done now, but I think Perennial will get a little dose of his own DRS now, so we could see a 3-way dance into turn 1
he's going to
here.
get back, is he? Coming.
Oh, this will frustrate Ads.
Yeah.
Jason just waiting in the background. Perennial up the inside. Oh, and he's running to the back of him.
Did he hit? Did he get no damage?
I don't think he got damage. He went for a switchback, but the Alpine was still there. And he's just driven into the back of him a bit, so I don't think I saw anything come off the car, though.
He looks okay for now.
Yeah. And he's got the turn in with the car still. These three are having a right old ding-dong, but it is costing them a load of time
Jason.
to Silas and Nicky. Ooh, very close there.
Here comes Ads.
Ads. Got AJ into the pits now as well.
Oh, he can break so much later.
To P11. They really can, can't they? They've got a grip advantage and they're all over the back. They're 4 seconds off the back of Silas now. They are losing a huge heap of time, but great driving and defending from Perennial, it's got to be said. And here comes Jason. Oh, I thought he was going to think about it then. There's that helicopter shot. What a shot that is. Oh, Oldman.
Oh, look at Jason. Oh, no, there's nowhere to go.
Oh, my God.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Big crash. Big crash. Oh, no. And that is a safety car. Huge crash.
That was massive.
Great angle from Codemaster.
I feel sorry for Perennial, to be honest. He was having a great drive.
Yeah, I think Jason just got stuck in two minds, didn't he, about which way to go, and then just sort of lost the rear trying to decide which way to go while his DRS was open, and it just sort of slid him into Perennial.
He got wing damage off it as well. Lucky he didn't DNF too, really.
Yeah, and it's like I said, feel bad for Perennial, but what a camera angle that was. That was just Codemasters don't get much right, but that is a thing of beauty.
Please do more stuff like that, Cody.
Yeah, that camera angle was. I mean, the crash was spectacular from the helicopter shot. It was, yeah.
You got to get it off your Twitch and send it to me because I put that on Instagram. Like,
definitely, that was Instagrammable moment there from Jason and Perennial. I mean, I leave things to the stewards. I don't like to comment on incidents.
What does Blonde do? And Brandon.
Blonde is Oh, of course. This is the soft. I mean, we're probably going to in the safety car for a few laps because a lot of cars have still got to catch up. They're really spaced out. So,
Well, Nikki's
I'm
gone
blonde.
soft.
I'd consider softs because
Yeah,
they will go to the end.
Nikki
They
and
won't be
Silas
great for the last couple of laps.
have gone
Oh, they have,
soft.
haven't they?
Yeah.
So
I'm just-
Rusty went to mediums. Sight went to mediums.
He's coming in.
Will they all pit for softs? Yeah. Like I said, I did say if there was a safety car in a few laps' time, around lap 12, 13, Blonde would be in a cracking
Softs.
position. And he's just got it. Rusty and Sykes stay out. So can Blonde...
Where's Blonde going to
Brandon's
come
pitting.
out? He's going to come out quite nicely here.
It's going to be P3. Ads and Macca have carried on. So Blonde should stay ahead of them and does. So Blonde is P3 on soft tyres. Rusty and Zany, you guys have a challenge on your hands. Brandon is going to get Nicky. So Nicky and Silas, who pitted for those fresh softs, it's not worked out for them. They are
They had the wing
behind.
change as well, didn't they?
Oh, of course they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
So plenty of different strategies. Some guys have stayed out. Macca on 4-lap old mediums opted to stay out. It's not too bad really. The mediums don't die off very quickly here, so there's not really a huge difference between Ads and Macca's tyres. Blonde, like you said, he is the one to watch. As Oldman's got a clip in the. I'm guessing he's clipped that shot. I can't wait to watch that one. I can't wait to watch that clip back after. Like you said, I feel bad for Perennial, but what an angle of that crash. At least the stewards will have a good good angle to watch it back at.
That was crazy.
Yeah, so big crash. Yeah, we're halfway through the race. For anyone that has just joined, big crash between Jason and Perennial. Perennial was doing some great defending with I think it was Jason and Ads.
Yes.
Ads was the other guy, wasn't he? So
Yep.
Perennial was doing some stellar defending, but Jason was the third man in the train. Just looked a bit undecided on which side to go.
He got that double toe as well, hasn't he? That's the thing.
Yeah,
Double-
so much overspeed, and when that DRS is open, you just lose the rear downforce. And when he sort of switched to try and go to the other side, the rear just went on him, and unfortunately collected Perennial in what was quite a spectacular crash. But we'll do a quick rundown of where everyone is.
So where did Blonde start?
So Blonde, not penalties, position changes. So Blonde up 8 places. So P11.
Brandon and Ads.
Was Blonde. What it does do is bring Bingley back into it after his incident on lap 1. He's finally going to see some more cars.
He's like, thank God.
So he'll be pleased with that.
Yeah.
It's no longer a test session. So yeah, so far we've got Rusty. Let's go back onto tyres. So Rusty and Zany are 1 and 2. They're on the medium tyres. Blonde in the AlphaTauri currently running P3. He just pitted for the fresh soft tyres and what was a perfect timed safety car for him. Then you got Ads, the next AlphaTauri, in P4 ahead of Macca. They both opted to stay out on their medium tyres from the last stop. Brandon up to P6 on those fresh softs ahead of Nicky and Silas, who pitted 1 lap before the safety car came out. So yeah, not ideally timed for Nicky and Silas, unfortunately for them. Jason is in P9. He had to get a new wing under the safety car. Crowding, who's not had one of his best races so far, is still in this and in P10. AJ in P11 in the Mercedes. He's picked up a few penalties. Bingley, who had the incident on lap 1, finally back with the pack in P12. And then Barney and Matthew round out the current drivers left in the race. Perennial, of course, as we just saw from the helicopter, spectacularally crashed out.
I feel sorry. I do
the
feel sorry
Saudi
for him.
Arabian
He was in a good position, but he weren't in a bad position. He was having good racing, and he unfortunately just got caught up in it. Like you said, Jason's car just snapped, and once it goes, and if there's another car there, it's either left or right. Your car's gonna go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Jason will probably feel bad for it himself as well. I mean, there was no intent. It just looked like he tried to switch back to the other side, and when you've got DRS wide open at that speed with a double toe, the rear just went, and it was just, yeah, complete carnage from then. I wonder if we'll get the safety car in this lap. I don't think we will, otherwise it would have been called by now.
Oh, it is?
Oh, it is in this lap. It's a late call from the safety car, so Rusty's going to have to back the pack up and do a late start, I'd imagine, on this one.
Start, as people like to call it.
Yeah. And he is. He's back in the pack up now as they come around the final corner. Come on, game. Can we bring us back to the leaders? There we go.
To be fair, he's keeping the same speed.
He is. He's one thing you can't do, of course, is go and then stop. And he's gone. Sykes gone with him though. He's not really close enough. Maka has got a good restart. He's going to look for the outside as we've got some moves gone back. And there's a Red Bull who's broken a bit late, but he's made the move. That was Silas on Jason, and someone's gone to the back. Oh, it's Nicky. Oh, and what was that? Oh dear, that looks. That might be one for the stewards. That looked a bit aggressive.
That was the start of a safety car.
I won't comment on that one.
No comment.
Yeah, it might. We only call it the aftermath. It might have just been some cars losing it. Yeah, he's not going to be happy with that one. There's Crowding looking for the outside of Jason. These two former rivals on the last game when they were battling for a championship. Good move from Crowding there. Sector 1, we have a yellow flag. That'll be Nicky trying to make his way back round. But Crowding up to P8 now. Bingley looking for a move around Jason.
Yeah, has Jason got damage? Got damage, I think.
I'm not sure. He's struggling around the corners, isn't he? So let's have a look if...
I can't see any damage, but it looks... Yeah, he just can't take it.
Might just have cold tyres.
Maybe. We'll see if he bits or not. Oh, who's that?
Oh,
Maka.
I thought AJ was going to have a look at him there.
Maka just got past Silas. Matthew's gone.
Oh, Matthew.
Oh, Maka. That won't be a safety car, will it?
It doesn't look like it's going to be one. It would have called it by now. We've got a VSC for that one. Oh, Rusty!
He just put the power down too early and he's gone.
Oh, careful with the rejoin! Thank God for ghosting, is all I'll say. That is a shame for Rusty, of course, battling for P2 in the championship, and a godsend for Sykes Zaney as Crowding picks up another 3 seconds time penalty. We're going to go back with Bingley though, who's trying to push Crowding around at the moment. Bit of a train. Rusty all the way down to P11. He will gain some more positions back with penalties though. Blonde, yes, let's go back with Blonde. Yellow flag, that will be Nicky coming into the pits. And a 5-second penalty. We know what's coming after this. 3, 2, 1, there we go. Yeah, I feel bad for Nicky. He has got pace around here, and I didn't see what happened. I might have to go back and look at the stream. Might be one for the stewards. There's definitely an incident in there that I saw that might be one for the stewards.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, that's for them to decide on. I guess we're gonna get back to the action.
We got two FRA boys fighting it out with Maka just behind.
Yes, Maka waiting in ready to pounce to see if the FRA boys come together. As DRS is enabled this lap, we are back to full flat-out racing here in Saudi Arabia as Williams.
Blonde has picked up a penalty.
Oh no, that's going to cost him. That is, because even if he gets past Syke, the mediums will eventually be the better tyre again. It's not ideal for Blonde. Syke keeping it clean out front as he aims to try and get a McLaren 1-2 in the championship as we head to Abu Dhabi next week.
Crowder just had a moment. Bingley's just got past.
And by a second as well. So Bingley back up to P7 now. As I mentioned, he always seems to be there or thereabouts towards the end of the race. Does Bingley.
Rusty.
And in the back.
Caught the back of these guys. Rusty's going for a move on AJ. No.
A frustrated Rusty in that car, I imagine.
He's going for a move on AJ. Oh, he's literally pushing AJ.
He's pushing him round. Literally was pushing him round, smelling what AJ had for breakfast. Jason gets moved on Crowding. I wonder if Crowding...
Damage?
Car looks okay.
No, I don't know.
No, I think he's struggling, isn't he?
Oh, and AJ's just hit the wall.
And AJ's hit the wall. Yeah, that's a shame for AJ.
Oh, here Rusty's
3
coming.
wide. Here we go.
Is Rusty going to get a double overtake here?
Yeah, Crowding just blocked the inside off, which meant AJ had to then switch to the other side. Oh, there's contact!
Syke, Blonde just got the move done on Syke.
Maka up to P4, so he's now going to go hunting after Silas. Considering where Macca was at one point, he's looking at a potential podium here as Rusty. I've just missed Rusty getting past Jason, so Rusty now already up to P8. And penalty free, remember, as Crowding's having to pit what I would imagine will be for a new front wing after that slight bit of contact on the exit of the final corner sent him sliding towards the wall. Where are we looking at? So Blonde has got past Syke. I completely missed that one.
Yeah, I
so
did
Blonde
say,
is now
all
leading this race.
All the battling was
sorry.
happening. Like, look, Syke's still keeping on the DRS. All he has to do.
Yeah, that's all he's going to do is stay in the DRS, and the race is his as soon as he loses that DRS. As here comes Ads and Brandon side by side. Oh, nearly touch, and Brandon gets the move done into P5 ahead of FRA Ads, and Brandon on the soft tyres making the moves in that Williams. Ads looking to see if he can come back at him though. Syke staying in that DRS as you mentioned.
Comes Brandon.
Brandon on Macca, not going to make the moves done on this time. Let's have a quick look up at the front because Syke is closing in on Blonde. Don't think he's going to be close enough though. I'll quickly jump back down to that three-way battle in a second, which you can see in the background. Brandon goes to the inside of Macca, should get this move done into turn 1 and does, as Brandon goes into P4 now for the Williams man.
Oh, Macca.
As Macca picks up a penalty. Oh, it's a shame for Macca.
Did he get damage from that?
Was that Macca?
Yeah, he tapped the wall so slightly, but I think he's okay.
He's got Ads all over the back of him though, as we've got Jason and AJ both into the pits. That's going to promote Crowding up to P9, and will Barney get them as well? Don't think he will. I think Barney's going to come up behind them. So Crowding, Jason and AJ. Oops, Saxony, there we go. So both McLarens looking to make moves because Bingley has now caught the back of the Brandon train as Ads picks up a 3-second time penalty. Oh, Ads on Macca. Side by side through the tight and fast section, and Macca has to back out of that one. And Macca now down to P6 after originally running in P4 for a short while. We then have Bingley who's now hunting down Macca. It's McLaren versus Alpine. Oops, Syke Zaney.
Yeah, I'm just on board with it. He should get the move done here.
Just going to look at the delta between Brandon and FRA Ads as well. But here comes Syke Zaney, gets the move done nice and easy way before turn 1. As we look at FRA Ads having a look at Brandon. Macca. He's going to go for the outside. Oh, Macca looking as well. Can he get the move back? And he goes for the inside on FRA Ads. A little bit of dodging around, but he gets the move done. And here comes Bingley. And it's as you were between Ads and Macca.
And Macca had a bit of a lag there. Oh, and Bingley backed off. He was like, nope.
Let's go on board with Mr. Macca.
Go on Bingley, you'll see it. He's got a red bar. It's alright now. Yeah, it's back to normal now.
Ah, yeah. These four are nose to tail in the battle for 4th place. It's just insane racing this close around Jeddah. We're on board with we'll go on board with Ads at the moment, who's hunting down Brandon.
Oh, Brandon shouldn't have got
I think
damage.
Bingley's about to make a move on Macca.
Ads on Brandon, maybe.
Great move from Bingley there, lovely move as he gets the move done on Macca. And he
Rusty's caught these up.
Oh, here comes Rusty. Penalty free, of course. So Rusty could still be in with a shot of a podium as Brandon Ads. We've got 4 cars coming together here. And it is Ads who still leads ahead of Brandon and Bingley. And Rusty is on the back of these now. It's a 5-car train heading towards turn 1. Ads trying to break the toe.
Here comes Macca and Bingley, and Rusty's just sitting in behind.
Yeah. Waiting to see if anyone makes mistake. We've got a yellow flag
AJ,
somewhere.
And Rusty's got the
AJ, we're going to get a safety car. We do have a safety car right at the end of this race. How much does that help Rusty?
It does indeed, and Syke Amy as well. Oh, do these switch?
Rusty doesn't have to catch up.
Or do you just stay
interesting,
out?
because Rusty will only lose 1 place because of the gap. So I think if you're sort of in these positions towards the back, Jason is... what's happening there? Oh no, Crowding and Barney are both pitted, that's why. Yeah, I think if you're the likes of Rusty and Macca and Bingley and Ads, I think if one of them pits, they're all going to pit. Because then you want fresh tyres for the end. Let's follow them round then. So we have a safety car, as Brandon says he has damage. Oh no!
Pit.
So Brandon will he pit or will he stay out? There's only going to be 4 laps to go, probably when the safety car comes in. Does he give up track position, but then is he going to fall like a stone if he stays out with the damage?
You just see what everyone else does, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think if you're Rusty and Macca, you've got to pit. You've got to come out in the same position. So I think those two we'll probably see them two into the pits. It's just whether Bingley and Ads and Brandon come into the pits.
So it's coming. No, he's staying out. It's like staying out.
Syke stays out. Blonde pits. I'm not so sure that's a smart idea for Blonde.
Staying out.
He's giving up track position there. Rusty stays out. I thought Rusty might have pitted there, but he's obviously gone for track position. Macca has pitted. Of course, Rusty knows a lot more than I do, so he's obviously
penalty free as well, isn't he?
Well, yeah, exactly. So up to P4 then. So he's looking at the moment at least a P2, but he's going to have to try and keep some of these soft runners at bay, and he's on 11 lap old medium tyres now. And Blonde is out in P5. Macca has managed to clear Ads in the pits. Brandon stayed out, so he's going to make do with whatever damage he may be carrying, whether it's floor damage or minor wing damage. He's going to hang it out, so Rusty's going to want to get ahead of Brandon ASAP, and Crowding has picked up a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about how many penalties Crowding's got right now. You don't want to see that.
I've seen his name pop up a few times. 14 viewers still, thank you all for tuning in to the TIR Division 1 stream as Jason picks up a penalty on the safety car. Guys!
That was harsh. That was ridiculous.
Was it harsh?
Yeah. That weren't penalty worthy.
Is he on track? Oh, okay, I know where he's done that. Was it on the right hand side on the exit of the S's?
Yes.
Yeah. That is a very harsh invalidation, whereas other corners you cut. Yeah, good old Cody's.
It's going to be interesting.
Imagine we'll have one more lap.
I do think it's going to be like a 5-lapper. I know he's a Div 1, but...
I mean, we saw the last safety car. The problem with the safety car restarts around Jeddah is what I found and what we saw with a few cars is your tyres, if you don't get enough heat into your tyres around Jeddah, that first lap after the safety car restart could be a little bit hairy. Yeah. And the last safety car restart was interesting, to say the least. So hopefully it's a nice clean restart. I do worry that we're about to see a Jeddah 5-lapper. Only 2 drivers don't have penalties at the moment. That's Syke and Rusty. So as I mentioned, Rusty's going to want to try and clear Brandon quicker than Blonde can get to him.
Jason's coming in again.
Jason coming in again. Did he pick up damage?
I don't know.
He's going to drop to the back.
Did you put him on old softs? Use softs?
Yeah, he's gone on to 3-lap old softs. So what's he going to go on to this time?
I think the game done that.
I mean, they don't like shiny softs. Oh no, they are new. So yeah, now he's gone on to new softs. So that's just to make sure. But he does give up track position for that. We'll see if that was the right decision or not. Come the end of the race.
I just want to give a shout out to Barney. He's had 5 stops. He's still racing.
He's got the fastest 5 stops for Barney. That is, and he's got the fastest lap as well. So Barney has the most stops and the fastest lap, and he's still going. P10 in the Haas, still in with a shot.
Crowden's had 4, so is Bingley and Jason too.
There you go, there's the stops for everyone to see. As Oldman says, Massey ban the bot. But I want people to buy followers, primes and viewers. I want to buy followers, primes and viewers. How do I do it? How do I ban them? I'm not really an expert on this. Oh, ban user. Unlucky.
So
Bye, Science Stars.
Crowden's the one with the most positions.
Click the link, 10. He says.
Click the link.
What?
Brandon's up 10 positions. And then Blonde and Bingley up 6. Same as Crowden.
Some really great drives so far. Saik has kept it clean out of the wall and has driven sort of the perfect drive so far. Yeah, made the move on Rusty. Rusty made the mistake, and Saik has just kept him in control. Safety is in this lap.
Much better.
Yeah. Well done, Michael Massey. You see, you can learn from mistakes. So if you are given the chance to lead Formula One into the new era, learn from your mistakes.
Oh, this is so slow by side.
Yeah. All the Max Verstappens are now calling me salty.
Oh gosh. It's not the way I wanted it to end, but it is what it is. And we go on to the new season. And
yeah, and Lewis looks relaxed. He looks ready to go. So I can't wait to see another Max versus Lewis and possibly George getting involved.
I think George is going to be awesome. Oh, it's gone.
So Saik goes. Let's go back into broadcast, and Silas has gone with him though.
Yeah, Rusty's on the back of Brandon. It's all right though. Bingley is all over the back.
Bingley's going to run here on Blonde. Oh, lots of weaving there from Rusty, trying to get heat in those tyres behind Brandon. That's when you know you're fast, when you're flying down the straight, weaving your tyres and still not losing any time.
All over the. Oh, look, Brandon.
Oh, yellow flag.
Ads.
Who is it? Oh, Ads. He's gone.
Yeah, Brandon. I don't think it was wise to stay out, my guy.
Yeah, Rusty already up to P3. Oh, they're all over the back of Brandon. Here comes Blonde on those fresh softs against Brandon. Round the outside, easy as you like for
Bingley.
Blonde. Yeah, Bingley going to follow him through, and Bingley, I said he always sees. Oh, how close was that?
Oh. How they managed to keep that out the wall?
Yeah, they avoided each other really well there. It's tough to go too wide there, and they're still side by side. We get that lovely camera angle shot again from the helicopter. Hopefully we don't have a crash this time. And and he keeps the position by going off track there. Max Verstappen versus Lewis Hamilton moment there. Michael Massey, get on the phone.
Oh, Salis is all over the side. Oh, what's going on?
Oh! Were they ghosting through each other then?
I don't know what's going on with this game.
Oh, Maka and Brandon. I think Maka has got Brandon as well now. Let me just go back up to the front because Rusty is about to look and make a move on Silas. I'm not sure what happened to Silas there, but his car merged with Saik Zaney. As Barney and Brandon are having a ding-dong at the back as well. Brandon really struggling with that car now. But he's giving as good as he gets. Still in P7 is Brandon.
Oh, no!
No! And there we have the incident we were hoping not to have.
That was silly.
Yeah, Brandon was still there, and I don't know if Barney maybe thought he'd cleared him. But out goes Brandon. Jason looking for potential fastest lap, that's why he pitted again. Okay. No safety car though.
Yeah, it won't be. We got Blonde all over the back of Rusty as well.
Yeah, Blonde has followed Rusty through the pack, and this is not over yet. Blonde, I mean, we've only got sort of a lap and a half to go, but this is still anyone's race because we're going to have a last lap DRS into the final hairpin. So we could see an insane final corner here in Jeddah as Bingley picks up a 3-second time penalty. That could cost Bingley. Oh, I can't call this one. Saik's obviously in the best position, but he is towing the train. Bingley's closing on these as well. We've got a yellow flag. That'll be Barney who's crashed. Guessing because he's got no wing. Down to just 8 finishers. DRS enabled this lap. Here comes Blonde on Rusty around the outside. Rusty's going to brake late up the inside. Blonde then becomes the inside driver, and he's going to get that move done. Blonde moves into P3, but Rusty is not going to give this one up without a fight as Maka picks up a 3-second time penalty. We're on the final lap here in Jeddah, and there is still just a second separating the top 4 cars. As we'll go on to the gap between the leaders. Yeah, 1 second separating 4 cars. Rusty is at the back of this train, but he's going to have a triple tow into the final hairpin. I tell you what, this is going to be an insane final lap. Is anyone going to send it? Silas catching up to the back of Saik as well on those 13-level softs. He's looking like it, isn't he? He's looking like he wants to win this on track at least. Like I said, 8 drivers left in the race. You've got to be anyone that finishes basically is going to score some decent points now. The battle for P2 is certainly going to heat up. Rusty's going to take P2 on track at least with the lack of penalties.
You just have to
Here we come.
You don't even have to do
zone.
anything. He doesn't have to.
Who's going to make the
Oh,
move?
Blonde.
Blonde going for it on Silas. Oh, they're getting close to each other. How have they not made contact there? They're going to be too wide. Oh, bit of a sideways moment. And oh, they give each other room. Please don't crash on the final lap. I don't know what was happening at the end there. Syke had a bit of a weave as he crossed the line. Gets the win. Rusty gets P2. Blonde is P3. Silas gets P4. Bingley gets P5. Jason carries on to get P6. Fastest lap goes to Bonnie DNF. So nobody. I think crowding by the looks of it. Because we have a yellow flag, that is crowding, who's reversing over the line. Why not? Just don't get yourself disqualified, crowding, because you won't score any points. So we just wait for crowding to finish.
We done? We done crowding?
Come on, crowding. Chop, chop. I unfortunately won't be able to do any interviews as I have to shoot off to the wife. I got permission to do this. I do as I'm told in the Massey house. So yes, I have to shoot off. So no interviews tonight, unfortunately. So I won't be speaking to the top three. But we will do a quick rundown of where people have finished. We've got 40 people in the chat, so I am going to do... been told how to do raids, so I'm going to attempt to raid El Tacoman Gaming, the Tacoman himself. So I'll get that ready. I've been told how to do it, so if this doesn't work, it's just going to look like I'm typing something bizarre in the chat. So I'll get that ready. El Tacoman Gaming, there we go. If it goes wrong, it's not my fault, that's how I've been told how to do it, but we'll see. So we'll do a rundown as they spray the champagne on the podium. Your winner today then is Syke Zaney, who kept it clean throughout the whole race. A final lap shootout between 4 cars as they crossed the line. Syke Zaney came out on top. Rusty recovered back to P2 after his earlier spin to keep alive the battle for P2 in the championship. Blonde had a great drive, but the penalty cost him. He finishes P3. Same with FRA Silas, who picked up penalty. He is P4, ahead of Bingley in P5. Jason comes away with a P6 finish ahead of Macca. Crowding is P8 ahead of Barney. Brandon is classified as his FRA ads, and your DNFers, your crashers, are AJ, Nikki, Matthew, and of course Perennial, who we saw have that insane crash earlier on. I have been ETE Massey, joined by ETE Hazy. You will have the Scouse legend of Dame Zero back with you next Friday. I'm going to attempt to do this raid with Mr. Taco Man. So when if it works and we all join the raid, give him lots of love. His streams are always extremely entertaining to watch. It's worked. It's worked.
Hey.
So we'll show some TIR love when we join the chat. So thanks everyone for joining in. Tune in next week for more TIR. Have we joined? I don't know if we've joined. The stream's still watching me. I have no idea if we've joined. Tap to raid now. There we go. Awkward. He's brilliant, isn't he? There we go. I've never done a raid before. I had no idea if that would work, and I was waiting for it to work, and then it just said tap to raid. I was like, oh, that's what I do. We've just put him off, and he's gone off the track. Oh, we've just made him crash. That's awkward. Oh. I enjoyed that race. There was bits where I didn't know where to look or what to say because there were just battles everywhere. Yeah. I think his streams are brilliant. Yeah, he's always on quite late, isn't he? He would be. Yeah. I think Bear's asked him a few times to, but yeah, I don't think. Yeah. If I'm raiding, do I just end showing that I'm still streaming?